Okay, so we're here at Cal Stores again. The axe head is coming off of my axe. It's a splitting maul and it's really heavy. That is not something I want to be having come down on my head. And since now I'm actually swinging the right way, it does come over my head. So I'm going to either get an axe handle or an all-new splitting maul. Okay, so there are our choices. There is a maul, a splitting maul with a wood handle. The one we had before was a plastic handle and it lasted for a really long time. I abused it. It's what I used the back of it to pound my posts for grazing in instead of using it to split wood, which is why it's cracked. The fiberglass handle. This is the one that I'm more familiar with, and I don't know. That just doesn't seem long enough. The handle doesn't seem long enough because I'm used to that long handle. This one is a lot shorter, so I'm not sure. I guess I'll just go with what I'm used to. Okay, so this is Darwin from the Honeydew Carpenter again, and he has a special way that he's putting together the rocket mass heater so that you can dial it up and dial it down or put it in the right spot. Am I understanding that right?
Yeah, that's the idea, is getting the vacuum, creating an influx of fresh air and oxygen right in the right spot, moving right in the right direction up the tube so that it creates just a takeoff like a rocket right through the tube riser, and won't have this turbulence and directional heat right against the steel tube in the center, so we can try and avoid this melting issue. My whole idea about it was if you can melt that tube with an oxygen acetylene torch or whatever, I know I could take that torch and put it in the center of that tube and shoot it straight up through it, and I could put the biggest raspberry end I wanted on that thing and it would never melt it because of the direction of the heat and how it's moving. And so that's the theory behind it. We're going to see if it works. The way I'm going to do it is I'm going to cast a portal, a reduction portal or throat out of high temp lightweight concrete, and I just happen to be able to source and find some materials to do that casting with. Eventually, I talked to some people at the foundry here, and we're going to create some actual casts so that I can just cast these portals and these throats, you know, in mass and sell them if people want, and then they can make their rocket mass heater with whatever size tube or whatever they want. But let's just get this thing built and tested first, and then we'll move forward with those plans.
A lot of the supplies that Darwin has been able to find have been with the Army Surplus Store, and you went out and looked at the guy that owns the store at his place. And
right, I did.
So you're going to have a bunch of adventure type prepper extraordinaire videos coming up on your channel here pretty quick, right?
Yeah, Dana is incredible, and when we launch that video, we'll plug some of the stuff that he's done online, and I think you'll all agree it's the stuff that he's done with surplus equipment is absolutely incredible, and he's just a great guy. And we'll plug his website so that you guys can go there and source this type of stuff for yourself. It'll be great.
Cool.